Good evening, everybody. I hope everyone is keeping well. Welcome back again with another live show on the channel. We're doing the match review and the player ratings from yesterday's 3-1 win against Brentford in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. We're in the semi-finals. Here we are. Yes, we are in the semi-finals. It is just me for this one. Mason will be joining for the preview at 9 o'clock tonight. So it is just me for this one. But if you enjoyed the show, guys, please do give us the thumbs up. It's really important we get the likes so people know where to find us in the YouTube search results. So please do hit the thumbs up if you do enjoy tonight's show. Please, of course, if you are brand new to the channel, or if you're not yet subscribed and you enjoy what goes on the channel week in, week out, hit that subscribe button, completely free to do so, and it does help make the channel grow. And, of course, please do hit the bell notification. It does let you know whenever your live show is taking place or a pre-recorded video does get uploaded as well. So that notifies you what comes up on the channel week in, week out. So make sure you hit that bell to make sure you're up to date with everything in terms of all content. And if you want to give a donation to the channel, feel free. If you want to become a member, it's 99p. Hit the join button to become a member, and you'll be put into a prize draw we do on the channel as well. So there you go. We'll just snip at the comments quickly. Good evening, Brian. We must keep this consistency going because if we get beat off Ipswich, it'll be 2 steps back again. Also, after Tonali yesterday, Longstaff should be sold. I know it sounds harsh, but I can understand there, Brian, in a way. Is it time he moves on, Longstaff? Because is mileage going to stop becoming through the ranks, maybe? Plus, we've got Willock as well. And I think I know what our best starting centre midfielders are. So, you know, he's not good at enough anymore, I think. Of 6 players who needs to be sold: Dubs, Target, Miggy, Trippier, Longstaff, and Wilson. That's some good names you've mentioned there, Brian, who should be looking to be moved on. Well, it looks like there's talk of Dubs could possibly be leaving in January. I think Trippier and Miggy it's been said that they are likely to leave in the January as well. Longstaff, the head, will take offers from Wilson. Well, we know what we're feelings on Wilson now. He's just absolutely made of glass now, completely. Good evening, Tom. I've sent you an email with an updated song. All right, I'll have to have a look at that. I've not checked it out yet, Tom, but I will do. And I'll add that for the new for the Christmas food pig intro for tomorrow's show. We will get absolutely now for Wilson, lucky to get 1 million, but selling the rest of them will give us some headroom for spend. Absolutely. Yeah, what will put people off getting Wilson is his injuries. I think they'll either wait till the contract runs down, or Wilson will just call it after that and hang up his boots if there's going to be no one that's going to come in for him, because they're going to be put off by the injuries with the setbacks he's facing now. But and the wages he's on as well, particularly at this club. Good evening, Andrew. Hope you're well. Good evening, Ian, as well. Same lyrics. Yeah, that's fine, Tom. That is fine. So that's completely fine. So, yeah, so let's get into it. Same lineup it was. So Eddie did go unchanged from what it was at Leicester City. And I think, and let me know if you agree with this as well, do you think that is our possibility, our best starting 11 for the time being? I think so far it could well be. It really, really could well be at the moment. We need Tonali in the midfield, particularly. He was excellent again yesterday. Bruno is better playing further forward as well. Murphy has looked really, really good in the last few games. He gives you that balance on the right, with it being a natural right winger as well. Gordon, you do need out on the left as well, because he does like to cut in as well. And I think so far that is going to be our best start 11 at the moment, particularly when Botman comes back, because you know Botman is going to come back and he'll be in that team. Maybe not straight away. It might take him maybe a couple of games for him to get the start, but we'll wait and see. But I think so far that is the best starting 11 that we've got at the moment as well. I believe it really, really is. Gutted we're going to be losing Joe Linton on Saturday due to a 1-match ban, but he needs that break. And you could tell yesterday again, he did look comfortable. He took a whack in the face in the first half. He went down as well later in the game. He could have maybe should have been taken off then. But half-time, I think Eddie decided, nah, it's time to pull him off, get Willock on. And I thought Willock did pretty well in the second half yesterday as well. So, yeah. But let us know, guys, do you think so far That is the best starting 11 we are that currently played yesterday, and of course against Leicester City. Because I think so far it could well and truly be the same as well. So there you are. But taking the lead very early into the game as well. Great strike from Tonali, outside the box, and a great finish it was. Keeper no chance for them, and yeah. That's what we needed. That's what we've been waiting for, is a goal from him. It was just a matter of time before it was going to come. He got it. Well, 2 yesterday, actually. But that will do him some good because you know what he offers. And particularly, he plays that number 6 role now. He definitely suits that position more than Bruno. And great finish it was as well. Absolutely fantastic. So that does put us 1-0 up into the game. It really, really does. So there you go. Definitely our best 11. Tonali was immense. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more, Ian. He was absolutely fantastic. He was all over the place as well. Could have maybe had a hat-trick on the night. Some of the shots that he was taking throughout the rest of the game are getting blocked as well. So, but Brentford do go up the other end. Thought they could have had an opportunity, and they were absolutely crying out for a penalty as well. For me, I don't think it's a penalty. I think Dubravka gets a hand on the ball first, and then Wissa just goes down after that. Or so I call C. Did he do that himself? So this is what it is. Personally, I don't think that is a penalty. I know the Brentford players were really surrounding the referee yesterday, but I think that decision was correct. Even I think if VAR was there, I think they would have probably stuck with the original decision, because I don't think that is a penalty for me. I think Dubravka got a hand to the ball first, and then Wissa just goes down after that. Or he might have went down far too easy, you could say. But no, not a penalty for me. As well. Even Shane says it's not a penalty as well. Yeah. Good evening, Jay. Hope you're keeping well. But we do go make it 2-0 end of the game as well. Just quickly read this. Wissa going down for that. Exactly. Do you know what? How many times I copped him whinging throughout the game as well yesterday. I think he was lucky to escape punishment for that, because the way he was whinging on, the way he was going down very easy a lot. Good player, to be fair, but I think he was very lucky not to skip for booking for dissent. He was going down too easily, and the way he was just complaining a lot of the time that things didn't go his way. Good evening, Wacky. Hope you're well, and good to hear, Jay, as well, that you were keeping well as well. And so, yeah, great. And then we do go make it 2-0 up into the game as well. A great, good balling by. It was Gordon. It was. And yeah, what a strike by Tonali as well. Unmarked. I think the shot did take a slight bit of a deflection, but it's a great goal. 2-0 up into the game. Look at the way Gordon absolutely picked out Tonali there. Was fantastic with that corner. And again, it's another goal from a set piece. We are working well on the set pieces now. Would you believe it? As well, which is great to see, because they've been an absolute shambles a lot of the season. They really, really have. But that was brilliant for Gordon just to find Tonali there, and Tonali just to do the rest was absolutely wow. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely brilliant. And that puts us 2-0 up into the game as well. And we're well in the driving seat. I didn't think Brentford had really a lot of opportunities in the first half in particular. That is their problem. It's their away form. It's not the greatest. It's not great at all this season, their away form. It isn't really. their home form's been really cracking, but their away form is where that is letting them down at the moment. And again, it just proved that yesterday. I was a bit surprised that Mbuemo was on the bench for them, actually. He did go with Kevin McSharda. I think we dealt with him very well at times. I really, really thought we did. Last night, Peter, really well, Peter. Newcastle United played really well. Who do you want next in the semi-final? I would say give us anyone. We've got a chance. If we turn up, we can. If we turn up in both the legs in the semi-final, this is an opportunity for us to go to Wembley again. It really, really is. But we'll wait and see. The draw will be tonight, as well. So let's see what draw we get. We know it's going to be one of the big teams now because that's all that's left in this tournament as well. But let's wait and see. We'll play them over 2 legs. Let's see who we get. And hopefully we can get the job done on that as well. So 2-0 up at half time. Really, really good. No changes made. Well, one change in the second half. And that was, of course, Willock did come on for Joe Linton. And again, it was the right decision because Joe Linton just didn't look comfortable at all. We could tell he needed that break, and he's going to get that break now as well. And we will see him back for Aston Villa next Thursday on Boxing Day. So, Tom says, do you think Spurs will beat Man U tonight? I think they could. Yes, I think they might do, actually. I really think they really could well and truly do. Shane Smith says, Joe J7 wanted to say, do you know what? Julian wasn't very happy at all when he got that whack in the face. He really, really didn't. I think he was. There was blood coming from his lip, I think it was. And apparently he had to have a shirt change. Apparently there must have been blood on it. But he didn't look happy at all. And again, it looked I've seen the clips. Looked an elbow. Really, really looked an elbow. Wackies just says to Brian, if they don't, I think Ange gets his P45. I think Manu will win that. Okay. It all depends if can they still do it after the game. Because Spurs are going to be well and truly be up for this as well. Yes, and I heard he ripped a tooth out apparently as well. But hopefully he's okay. Give him that break just to recover from that. And we'll see him back here for Aston Villa as well. So, yeah. But, yeah. But we get the third goal as well through Fabian Schär. Of course, Lewis Hall did take a shot, which was saved and Bruno, very unselfish, just rolled it aside for Fabian Schär. Empty net, 3-0, game, set, and match. And we are well and truly, and that was definitely game done and dusted because I didn't see Brentford really coming back at all, to be fair, So, yeah, and 3-0 it was, and game set and done. I think it would have been a red if VAR was there, could have well and truly beat. And rightly so, if you get hit and draw blood, you're bound to be. Exactly, absolutely. You're bound to as well. I mean, he didn't look happy at all, Joe Linton. He must have felt a rightful force of that. He has a few kid PD to get private at the dentist. Absolutely. But yeah, sometimes you can't help but going in your elbow. But I think the way G7 felt the full force, he just, and again, Collins, just stand there. He would just stand there for me. Just looks like he wasn't that bothered. As to say, oh, I think I might just be lucky to get away with this because there's no VAR on the game. So, but yeah, glad Joe Linton didn't lose his cool after that as well. But you could tell he was really, really struggling throughout the rest of the game pretty much. So there you go. But Willock did very well. Very, very good today. I think there's an improvement on Fabian Schär at the moment. Last 2 games, he's done very, very good. Absolutely, he's done fantastic in the last 2 games to get himself a goal. That's what you want to see. That's what you need from Fabian Schär because there is something within him. And particularly some games, he's just not cared at all this season. But now we're starting to see it a little bit now. Matt Target's got enough money saved up with him, staying 100k per week. He could pay for a whole of Tynesyde's dental work. Exactly, Wacky. Hope we now have the form behind us to continue momentum. Tonali was mint. That's what it's all about now, is to keep this momentum going, keep the consistency going. That's what it's all about. Because look at what we do to teams when we're on our game. Look at what we can do. I think we now, so far, have worked out our best, strongest 11 at the moment. I believe we really, really have. Look how balanced it's look. Look how opportunities we're getting. Look how we're trying to have opportunities outside the box as well. Look at Tonali. For the first goal, it was just outside the box. And he went for it and buried it in the bottom corner. That elbow was really ugly and should be looked at now. We went with force. If VAR was there, they could have had something to say about that. Possibly. But it wasn't, because it doesn't get introduced to the semi-finals VAR for the Carabao Cup. So the next ones is when it'll be in. So, yeah. Of course, Brentford to get the 1 goal back as well. Was very little in the game. Whistle took it away, but did he look offside? Very tight that one was. But he tucked it away. It was just a late consolation because it was well and truly late within the game anyway. Just got it just before the fourth official put up on how many minutes was going to be announced into stoppage time. So, yeah, it was just a late consolation. But Brentford were really poor yesterday. They really, really were. Just could not offer anything, a lot of attack. They're trying with these long throw-ins. Again, a lot of the time it just didn't work. They did have a chance before they got the consolation, but it was a good save. It was easy block, well by Dubravka, who again played very well. I thought, again, yesterday, distribution very good. No one went to collect the ball. I know he had the goal put past him. But you know what? I thought the rest of the game, he looked very good. Again, to be fair, he really, really did. Wrote 2 episodes of Lee Mack's sitcom not going out this weekend. You'd be filmed next week. Next year, Series 14, I totally said he's almost in last summer wine territory. Lee Mack's just hilarious. And True singing the Sandro Ole chant. Oh, there you go. Yeah, just. But let us know, who do you think was your best player of the match yesterday? I think you've got to give it, for me, it's got to be Tonali for me. Other players stood out well. Gordon was very, very good again. Lewis Hall, I thought, had another very good game. Bruno, again, very good. And again, Bruno pushing on with Tonali a 6. That's how it works. That's how Bruno should have been mostly playing, as that further forward player. We could tell that is so far suiting more than the number 6 role, even though he has done the number 6 role at times well. But now we just needed to see it's time for him to start going forward. Osula giving the ball away for the goal must be gutted. So lucky, bless him. Yeah, it is a little bit unlucky, to be fair. It really, really is. But he's still learning. He still needs to get those extra minutes into him, because he will be feeling rusty at the moment because he's been barely get them, unfortunately. But yeah, he just needs those extra minutes, and hopefully the coach and staff and Eddie can do possibly some more extra work and training with him as well. He did try and have an opportunity which was blocked. Could he have took that a bit sooner? Maybe. But again, it's a lad that's still learning pretty much. So, but yeah, he would have been good to give away the ball for that. So, man of the match, the Sandro Gadji, says Tom. Yep, absolutely. Dubs did less yesterday than he did on Saturday. So, former Dubs was average, not good by any means. To be fair, well, he didn't have a lot to do again, did he? But that's, well, our defense had to defend very well at times as well. Sandro, man of the match, says Truls as well. Not much Dubs could have done about that goal, but he did manage to get a touch on it. Yeah, I don't think he could have done about anything about that at all. I mean, we had to get the changes on as well. So we did, of course, the first substitution was, of course, well, after Willock, it was Harvey Barnes after that. It was very unlucky not to score as well. Just clipped the post. Very unlucky that one didn't go in. Of course, we did fetch Trippier on as well. The same with Miggy as well. And of course, Osula came on in that time as well. We know our thoughts on Miggy. One of the first things Miggy did was try to think it, and he completely put it well out and truly out of play. So that's a player we need to move on massively now. Really, really do. Can't blame Osula for the goal. It's starting in their half and should be a couple of players between there. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that, Jules. Isak should have come off sooner. What I'm noticing with Isak, he is looking quite tired. He really is looking quite tired there, Isak. And I think Osula should have maybe come on a lot sooner than he should have. Isak's going to start to tire out. That's why either you're going to have to give Osula those extra minutes, or we are going to have to go in for a striker in the January market. Because Isak is starting to get fatigued. And those games so far around this period are coming quite quickly now. They really are. Rolly, good evening. Great to see you yesterday after the match. It was great to see you too as well, Rolly. I cannot wait for the draw. I just want the away leg to be first. I'd rather not get Liverpool, but we own them one. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that, Rolly. Again, we will just wait and see who we get. And if we get who we get, it is what it is. And if you want to go for this competition, you will have to play the best. At times, you will really have to play the best, unfortunately. Yeah, don't forget Pete, bad tidings on Sky this Sunday. When I got the script from Chris, it was just 135 pages of one act. Bless him. I had to go home and type it up with EXT and INT. Wow, bloody hell, Brian. Yeah, Wacky says, Isak done by 70 minutes. Yeah, I think I could notice it. He really was starting to tire out. So get him off, have him there for Ipswich on Saturday as well, because we'll really need him for that game as well. But so yeah. But we've got our place booked in the semi-finals. Can we go on to another fight, get to another final at Wembley? That would be great. We need to keep Tonali at our club. Our club, can we win the cup this time? Hopefully we can. If we get to the final, you just never know what could happen. Monty says he fancies Arsenal over 2 legs, or even Man United if they win tonight. Man U, if they go through, they are beatable. They are beatable. It's not rosy in the garden pretty much still, particularly with their new manager. Again, they won the Manchester derby, okay then. But, you know, Man City are riddled with injuries at the moment. And that's their problem at the moment. But Forest beat them, didn't they? Yes. Even Arsenal beat them at their place as well. So, there you go. Rather have Liverpool in the final on neutral ground. We should be a little more experienced on this occasion, says Shane. Again, we'll just wait and see what happens. Strikers should never go back to defend. They should be at halfway up the pitch. They should be, Truls. I absolutely agree with that. That's what your defence or your CDM should be doing as well. What we don't want is Liverpool, because they'll turn us over away from home. Well, we'll wait and see. We have performed in the big games a lot this season. So we've just got to wait and see. If you get Liverpool in the semis, then unfortunately it is what it is. So be it. There's nothing you can do about it. And again, you'll have to play the best as well, or they will fatigue faster. Yep. Totally true. To be the best, you have to beat the best. Bring on Liverpool. Well said. Very well said. You've got to play what's in front of you and beat what's in front of you as well. That's what you really need to do. Absolutely. But I don't mind who we get in the semi-finals. Of course, I'll beat the home game as well. That will be the semi-final at home. Will be cracking as well. You can guarantee the atmosphere will be lightning. They'll have a cracking war flags display, and they'll tell everyone to bring their scarves again. No doubt about that. Oh, Liverpool more bothered about winning the league than the cup. Ooh, do you think so, Monty? I mean, to be fair, like Southampton did grab a goal back against them. But I think Liverpool, again, just saw out the rest of that game. Just managed to see out the rest of that game, but we'll see. But Liverpool be thinking, because what if they ended up having a slip-up at times? You never know what could happen. Of course, he did slip up against Fulham at home. And that's a game they should be looking to win. And I think they've dropped 2 points in that game completely. So don't though, so to say that more bother pro, I wouldn't write that off at all. Definitely wouldn't be coming out and saying that completely at the moment. So, yeah. But let's see if we can do it. We've just got to be on our game. Look what we can do to teams when we're on our game. And we've beaten some of the big boys as well. We have beat Spurs this season at home, even though we weren't great. But surely we can really improve on that performance. Look what we did at Arsenal at home. Yes, we won 1-0, but look how comfortable it was after that, pretty much. And again, Arsenal just getting through as well against Crystal Palace. One Spurs to go through Liverpool to get Arsenal. And as you say, Spurs are beatable. Yeah, they are. To be honest, anyone's beatable if you are on your game. Knowing our luck, though, we beat Liverpool in the semis and lose the final. Hopefully not, but we'll see. We'll just wait and see. But it's going to be massive in both games, no matter who we come up against. So, yeah. Because remember, we will be back at 9 o'clock later tonight for the preview to Ipswich. So we will be back. We'll be back again later on tonight as well. So, yeah. Yeah. Hopefully, this is the turnaround for our season now. When are the semis due to be played? It'll probably be next month, I would have thought, Wacky. It's definitely probably going to be around next month, I would have thought. Do you remember PD in the semi-final last time against LMDG? Shaq playing a little set? Yes, I remember that as well. Yes, I definitely remember that. That was fantastic, that. Having kids here for Christmas is a nightmare, especially having an indoor pool. They destroyed it by throwing every inflatable thing. Oh, God, no, Brian. Started Jan, so, yeah. Well, it could be started Jan. We'll wait and find out when it'll be. They're bound to be midweek as well. Don't think my heart could take another loss at Wembley after the last time and in the late 90s. Yeah. There were painful moments, but we should be very proud. We still got there. That is the main thing. We did get to those finals. January and February, there you are, says Ian. Again, we'll wait and see when the first one comes out. Hi, Peter. Hope you're well. What do you do for a living? Just wondering, says Darren. Yeah, I'm a civil servant, Darren. So, there you go. We'll do the player ratings in a moment. As long as we don't get Arsenal, Liverpool, we get to the final. I think Arsenal, you can beat them. Look at points they've dropped against teams this season. Everton being one of them. Would you believe it? Losing to Bournemouth. We beat them at home as well. So it just wasn't that painful. That was a poor Man U team. It was. We should have done better in that game. What do you think of Troy Deeney? The latest comments? Oh, yeah. Because it's further than a lot of places. Come on, man. Yeah, I'm a spy Chesian. I know, Martin, I don't. Right then. Let's get to the player ratings then. We were dominant against Man U in the final. Love 10 hog ball. Why do I have a sneaky suspicion that Rashford will become a Newcastle? We don't need players like them. Come on. His attitude's turned. He can't wait to get out of Man United. And to be fair, the manager has dropped him because he's not performing. You don't perform. Why should you be allowed in the team? And I'm sorry, I do not want Rashford at Newcastle United. Absolutely no way. Where would he fit in if we got him? Does he get ahead of Gordon? No. Does he get even ahead of Murphy as well? No. No, thank you. You may as well keep Miggy Almer on as well if you're thinking about bringing Rashford. I remember walking up those stairs at Wembley to lift the cup, then put it in the bin bag along with the other discarded items. Oh, good. He'll be on later. I think he's just got family things on at the moment, so he'll be on a bit later. He'll be on for the preview. Wilson leaves, we get Rashford. Oh, I don't want Rashford. Why do we need players like him? Fuck that. No, thank you. I would rather dye my hair a different colour. Rashford's attitude looks dire. It does. He hasn't been picked for England lately, has he? There you go. Even the manager dropped him out one of the biggest games of all time. Rashford must be good, but again, if your attitude's poor and you're four and you're not playing, why should you be allowed to play? Right, the player ratings we'll get into now. Get taken part in the live chat and let us know what your ratings will be as well. So, starting off with Martin Dubravka. Again, didn't have an awful lot to do. Couldn't do anything about the goal, unfortunately. But other than that, he did what he had to do. Knew when to come for balls, which he did very, very well yesterday, managing to do that. So, I will give Dubravka a 7. He's too busy in nightclubs, says Brian. Now we need a debate on what colour. I said I'd rather do that rather more than get Marcus Rashford. I can tell you that. Rashford is finished. Deadwood. Yeah. So we got an 8 as well. And we've got a 7, of course, for Dubravka as well. And we've got a 6.5 as well for Mr. Dubravka as well. Okay. Into right back was Tino Livramento, and again did very, very well. I just wish he would cross the ball a lot sooner than when he should be. Sometimes he can just hold on to that ball a little bit too long. I know he did get booked for a bit of a rash tackle in the first half as well. So, but again, he did pretty well what he had to do. I thought Tino Livramento. I will go with a 7 for Tino. I thought he did quite well again yesterday for me. Tom's given Dubravka a 6, and we've got a 7 for Tino. We've got another 7. We've got a 6 as well. He tends to get lost a little bit. He can do a little bit, but there's still time for improvement from him as well. So, and a 7 from Ian as well. Just sent you something about Miggy Pete. All right. Okay, then. Cheers, Brian. 7.5 for Livramento as well. Right. Now this is what Brian just sent me here. This is according to Ben Jacobs. Charlotte FC are in talks to sign Newcastle's Miguel Almiron. Nothing advanced yet. Sources say a deal possible for $8.5 million in January. Well, if that is the case, let us know what you think of that. Again, it might not be official, but do you think selling Mickey for $8.5 million is not a bad deal, considering how old he is now at the club? Or do you think he's worth a bit more than that? No. Right. We'll go into Fabian Schär. And again, I thought Schär had another good game. Another really good game yesterday, I thought. Got the goal as well. And that is the Fabian Schär we should be seeing. Really is the Fabian Schär we should be seeing. For definite. We know he's aging. We know he's not any younger now. But we know what he brings when he is really on his game, Fabian Schär. So, very good yesterday from Fabian Schär. I'll give Fabian Schär an 8. I thought you did very well again yesterday. So, an 8 for Fabian Schär. And he got the goal as well to make it 3-1. We've only come with a 7. We've got an 8 from Ian. We've got a 7 from Monty. And we've got an 8 from Tom as well. For Fabian Schär, Miggy doesn't play now. I take 8.5 million and move on. 8.5 million isn't bad considering that we can't even move some of these players. Exactly, but Brian, I agree. Share 7.5. Take the money for Miggy, move on. 10 million would be better, but time to get. It is time he moves now. He's been here too long now. It's coming up to 6. It'd be coming up to 6 years for next month. Almost 6 months. Sorry, it's the 6 months. 6 years he and everybody be here for. And Rolly's gone with the 7.4 share as well. Okay. Next to him, Dan Burn. Another good solid performance from him again as well yesterday. And he did well. His place could well be under threat when Botman starts to come back. But I think Byrne's really just doing what he is supposed to be doing on that pitch as well. So another great, good performance from Dan Byrne. I will also give him an 8 as well. So we've got 8s, and we've got a few 8s in for Dan Byrne. Okay, and we'll go with the last of the back four. Lewis Hall, another great performance from the kid. Really another great performance from Lewis Hall yet again. Bombing up and down the flanks, what he does as well. Good link up between that he has with Anthony Gordon as well. This kid's just going to get better, and better. Impressive for me yesterday, Lewis Hall. I think I'll go with a 9 for Lewis Hall. He was incredibly good again yesterday. Very, very, very good. So we've got a 9. Oh, we've got a 9, an 8.5, a 9, and 9, and 9 again. Only saw highlights. That goes unfair, mate. That's fine, Wacky. Don't worry about it. Rolly would take 8.5 million for Miggy as well. So, yeah, but hope he had a great time as well up Rolly as well. And hope he had a safe journey back down to Birkenhead as well. These long contracts by Ashley is what hurt us. We must trade even if a star player goes in the summer. We can't moan about it. Players come and go. Absolutely, Brian. Totally well said. Again, it's look how many silly contracts they've given to players that don't deserve these long contracts. And I agree. We must trade even if a star player goes. Yeah, absolutely, Brian. Completely agree with you. Right, so that is the back four done. Into the midfield now. Well, let's start off with... There he is. Oh. That absolutely... from Sandro Tonali. Absolutely fantastic again. Brilliant. All over that pitch. The goals he scored were incredible. He needs to be starting games. Do not take him out the side at all. You play him. Look what he offers. Look how long we've been waiting for his ban to finish to see him back in that team. And it's so far, it's been worth the wait. It really has. Incredible from Sandro yesterday. Double figures, 10 out of 10, easily. 10, yes. Brilliant. Shimmy didn't get a hat-trick. Yep. Sandro, man of the match. Any chance you can get Lewis on an episode as a train spot? And a 10 from Tom and a 10 from Ian as well. Yeah. Double figures for Tonali. He was outstanding. Absolutely outstanding again. And he plays that number 6 role well. He really does. He was absolutely immense yesterday. Absolutely incredible. Again, he really was. In a 9.5. He's on to Bruno already. So if Arsenal coming for Isak for 100 million and Man City coming for Bruno for 80 or 90, we can't turn that down. They are kind of good offers not to turn. They are decent offers that not to turn out. Although I think we probably would be saying 100 million at least for Bruno, I would say, though, Brian. 10 for me. He's that good. He was even the new Superman trailer today. Wow. So I'm on going on to Bruno. So we will get to Bruno. Another great performance from Bruno again yesterday. Really, really good. Really, really good. You can tell you need him more further forward now. He plays better in that role. He really does. And look how he is playing better there now. He really is. So I will give Bruno a 9 a 9. He was really, really good again yesterday. So a 9 for Bruno. Do you think there's an argument Sandro is a better footballer than Bruno? I think it's a close one personally. It's a tough one, isn't it? But they can work together. They really can work together if you play them in the correct positions. And that's what we've done now. Did you see his clock kept? Yes, I seen those there, Stephen. I did. So Tom's gone with a 9. Stephen's gone with a 9 as well. Rolly, great ass here. He had a great time. And an 8 for Bruno. G76 was in the wars early. Does needs a rest, which we will get onto now. Joe Linton, again, start the game off quite well. But just soon as he got whacked in the face, you can tell that's when he kind of struggled. He really, really did, unfortunately. And he needs that break now. He really, really does. If you let him have some treatment that he really needs at the moment. But yeah, he needed that rest because again he was struggling when he got whacked. So I will go with a 6 for Joe Linton. So 6.5 from Tom, a 7 from Ian. Not good enough now. We've gone up a level 6. Oh no, I wouldn't see that he's not good enough. He needs that break because he's either out of gas or he's taken a whack and he's struggling throughout the rest of the game. He needs that break, which is why he needed to get that 5th yellow card in the game. He really, really needed it. So that's why I give Joel. That's why he needs it. Hopefully, he comes back against Villa, more fresher and more fitter. And a 6.5 from Martin as well for Joe Linton. Right. So onto the attacking 3 now. Jacob Murphy on the right-hand side. Another good game from him as well. It really, really was. Another good performance from Jacob Murphy again. He's proven a lot of doubters wrong, particularly in the last 3 games he's played. And now he's doing very, very well. However, we could still do without right winger in the January window. But Jacob Murphy's played very well the last 3 games. You can tell it doesn't work for Gordon. It doesn't work for Barnes that well, really, very much. Whereas Murphy is a natural right winger and can play that position very well. In the last games he's played, he's done very well. So I'm going to give Jacob Murphy an 8. I thought he did very well again yesterday. Murphy did very well. So we've got an 8 and a 7.5, an 8.5, a 7.5, and an 8.5, and an 8 as well. So quite a lot of 8s that have come in there for Jacob Murphy. Another really good performance from Jacob Murphy again. Another player that's undroppable at the moment as well. Another player that you cannot take out the side at the moment. Okay, left-hand side, Anthony Gordon. Another cracking performance from him as well. This particularly, I know he had a shot which he blazed over the bar, but you've got to talk about the assist for Tonali, his second goal. What a ball he delivered into the box then. Absolutely brilliant ball in. To find Tonali, for Tonali to do the rest of the business was absolutely incredible. That you need Gordon on the left-hand side because he loves that job of cutting in. That's what he's really, really good at. Anthony Gordon, a 9. Brilliant. Again, from him. 9 for Anthony Gordon. He was incredible again. So we've got 9, 9. We've got a lot of 9s coming in for Anthony Gordon as well. Yeah, he was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant again. Had a shot in the second half, it just went wide as well. So very unlucky not to score there as well. So, yeah. Okay, last of the starting 11. Alexander Isak, and after about 70 minutes, he looked knackered. Didn't have a lot of chances in the game yesterday, I thought, did he? We need to try and get a striker to get a bit of competition for him at the moment. Or we need to start looking at Osula a little bit more sooner if that is Isak at the moment, because the worst thing, this case scenario, is that Isak picks up another injury. We don't want that, do we? We really, really don't. I thought his way off the ball wasn't bad, but he was knackered after so many minutes, and you could tell he needed to be taken off. I'll give Isak a 7. I thought he was all right. I thought his work rate was quite good yesterday. Just shame he didn't get a lot of chances, I thought, yesterday in terms of attempts. So we've got a 5, we've got a 6, we've got a 5. Unanimous. Yeah. Got a 6, we've got a 7. Martin thinks he should have been pulled off after 55 minutes. That's an interesting one. Okay. But it is what it is. So that is the starting 11 that we've rated. So we get into substitutes next. Starting with Joe Willock. I thought Willock did very well when he come on yesterday. I really thought Willock did quite well when he come on yesterday for me. And that's who I'd start on Saturday instead of Joe Linton. I wouldn't put Longstaff in there. I'd actually go with Willock. We know Willock is good playing down that left-hand side as well. So that's who I'd be tempted to play on Saturday, will be Willock. Willock, I'm going to give an 8. I thought he did very well when he come on. So we've got a 7, we've got an 8, 6, 7. Good evening, Corinne. Hope you're keeping well. And we've got another 8 for Willock as well. Okay, next substitution was Harvey Barnes. He wasn't too bad yesterday, Harvey Barnes. Well, very unlucky not to score, actually. Just a shame his shot clipped the post, unfortunately. But he did pretty well, I thought, Harvey Barnes. He really, really did. He's going to have to be patient a little bit, unfortunately. And you never know, his time might come again soon. But I'll give Harvey Barnes a 7. I thought he did quite. He did quite well yesterday. Very unlucky not to score. I thought so. A 7 for Barnes. So we've got 7. So we've got an 8, 7, 7, 7, 7. We've got a lot of 7s in for Barnes as well. So yeah. Okay, we will go with the next substitution. Well, we did make 3 substitution ones. We'll start with Osula. Didn't do too bad. Shame, give the ball away for the goal, but I think he should have been helped out by the defense as well, and he wasn't there, unfortunately. So, yeah, but could have had an attempt. Just did he take that touch a bit too heavy? He wasn't too bad. I'll give him I'll give Osula a 6. I thought he wasn't bad. I thought yesterday. We've got some 6s, 6.5. We've got a 6 as well. Okay, we'll go with Kieran Trippier as well. Not too bad when he came on as well. He knows his place is very limited now by the looks of it. A player that looks like he could be well away in the January. We know it looks like Tino is the first choice right back for us now, which is a bit of a shame. But Kieran's not getting any younger now, unfortunately. He has been a great team to us, but I think he knows now his time at this club can well and truly be over. So I'll give Trippier a 6 as well. So we've got 6s, Oh, we got a 5 as well, and we got another 5 as well. So, yeah. I think Trippier is good. I think he is going to be away in January. I believe he well and truly will be. Exactly, Tom. No one's getting any younger, unfortunately. Okay, well, and the last substitution was Miguel Almiron. Just of an opportunity, the one where he tried to keep the ball in and completely put it well out of play, unfortunately. We need to move him on. If there's talks that Charlotte FC are coming in for him, there you are. He's been here too long now, and there's no improvement in Miguel Almiron, unfortunately. Now there really isn't. I think his future's pretty much done and dusted at this club. Oh, what could you give for Miguel Almiron? I'll go with a 4 for Miguel Almiron. Wasn't spectacular at all, unfortunately. Won't even try with the right foot. There was a time he just could have possibly played a one with his right and just didn't do it. Had to turn back a little bit. So a 4 for Almiron. I just didn't think he did anything, unfortunately, for me, really. It's time he leaves. It's time he goes. We got a 1 as a 5, a 3. Forever young. I want to be forever young. I know. 5, not on long enough. Straight 5 wasn't great, but didn't do out horrific. Bang average. It's time he leaves now, unfortunately. He really does. Martin straight 5 because wasn't on long enough to give a score, really. But he didn't do anything at all, really, pretty much. So that is all the players that we've rated. So just a few last ones to rate. Start off with the... wait till I get him up, which I haven't. There he is. That's the referee, Sam Barrett. He wasn't too bad yesterday, I thought. Controlled the game quite well, I thought. Just I wish they would stop blowing free kicks for very soft tackles, to be fair, or very soft touches. But the referee wasn't too bad yesterday. I'll give Sam Barrett a 6. It was okay. It was all right. It just seemed Julie's not in the chat already because I know what she gave the referee. It's straight in the minus section. 6.5. Ref is okay. Gets a 5. Ref a 4 for Tom. That could have been looked at in more detail, to be fair. That's a good point there, Tom. Although if VAR was there, they could have probably well and looked into that as well. So 4K then. I think that's the only bad thing he did was not look at that. But the rest of the game, I thought he was all right. Ref a 7. On the end, you're a bit yob. Philip, good evening. Hope you're keeping well. GSM got stamped on when he was on the ground. And if he's been stamped on, then that's lucky. Colin's very lucky there, then. I haven't seen that one, actually. I haven't seen the stamp. I did see the elbow. I don't think I haven't seen the stamp, actually. But, if he has went and stamped, he's been very lucky there. Good point, Tom. Gets a 3 now. Okay. Fans. Just incredible as always. That's what our fan base is about. On a match day, week in, week out. We will go to watch our side, home or away. That's what we are as a fan base. Just absolutely incredible as always. 10 out of 10 for the fans as always. That's what we're all about as a fan base. This is Philip's ratings. So he's gone for a 7 for Dubravka, a 7 for Tino, an 8 for Shea, a 7 for Byrne, a 9 for Hall, a 10 for Tonali, a 9 for Bruno, a 6 for Joe Linton, an 8 for Gordon, a 7 for Isak, and Murphy a 7 as well. Fans always a 10. Ooh, going for a 6. At times it did get a little bit quiet, I thought. But so Phillips substitutions. Willock a 7, Bonds a 6, a Trippier a 6, Osceola a 6, and Amigi a 4. Ref a 5, fans a 10 as well. Right, the last one to rate. It is, of course, you know who. Eddie Howe got it completely right again yesterday. Didn't change a winning team from Leicester City. He wants to take this competition very, very seriously. He's putting the best side out. And I think what we've been playing at the minute is our best starting 11. I really believe it's our best starting 11, to be fair. Like, got that right yesterday, Eddie Howe. I'm going to give Eddie Howe a 9. Got it completely right again yesterday. Maybe could have took some of our other players off a little bit earlier. Maybe Isak could have went a little bit off earlier. Maybe Joe Linton should have been off earlier as well. But other than that, you got it spot on again yesterday, Eddie Howe. Let's see if he's starting to prove a few more doubters wrong. It's all about the consistency. Keep it going, because look what we can do. That's what it's all about. Let's go to Ipswich on Saturday. Let's take it to them. And we've got a chance of getting 3 points out of that game as well. Might not be quite easy, but if we turn up, you just never know what could happen. And Ipswich are in a they're in a big relegation fight this season. They really, really are. So a 9 for Eddie Howe yesterday. Got it right completely. King, Eddie in 8.5. Eddie and 8 should have made changes earlier. 8.5 from Tom. Howe and I did the right thing by sticking with the winning team. Absolutely, Philip. Howe 9 as well. 8 and a 5 for the subs earlier. I would take Man United in the semi-final. Says Philip. Ipswich should be a 5-0 at least. Well, we'll wait and see. I believe they've got Delap missing for them as well due to picking up 5 yellows. So that means he sits out for this game. Some good signs from last night to match the intensity press inside of footy. Look like the season we finished 4th. I'm hoping this is a turning point. We can go on a good run. Hopefully we can. Look what we can do it. Hopefully we can continue the winning momentum at Ipswich Saturday in the Sir Bobby Robson Derby. Absolutely, Philip. It is the Bobby. Aye, that's what we're calling this, the Bobby Robson Derby. And Chris is going 49. Freddie as well. There's a few interesting players missing for Ipswich, including one of their strikers. Well, I've just said one of them. Well, when we get into that, when we do the preview for that, Mason, they'll be, I presume. Let's see, you'll be missing for them. You're a jinx about Delap. Well, like I already knew about it, so there you go. So, but do join us at 9 o'clock for the preview for that one. So anyway, guys, we're going to start to end the show for this one. It's been another cracking one. As always, it was just me tonight. Mason will be joining for the Ipswich preview. But thank you to everyone that's popped up in the chat tonight with some really, really great points as well. Thank you so much. And the mods on the channel really appreciate what you do as well. So thank you so much. And again, we'll see you back again at 9 o'clock tonight for the match preview for Ipswich Town. Hope Jack Clark doesn't have a blind against us. The Mackhams would love it, or they probably would love it. Yeah, see you later then on. Pete, absolutely. Cheers, Monty, as well. So there you go. Well, and guys, if you have enjoyed to this show, please do remember to give us the thumbs up. It's really important we get the likes so people know where to find us in the YouTube search results. So please do hit the likes if you have enjoyed the show. And of course, if you are brand new to the channel, if you're not yet subscribed and enjoy what goes on the channel week in, week out, please hit that subscribe button. Completely free to do so. It does help make the channel grow. And please do hit the bell notification. It does let you know whenever a live show is taking place or a pre-recorded video gets uploaded as well. That notifies you what comes out on the channel week in, week out. So do hit the bell to make sure you are kept up all to date with all the content that we bring out on this channel for you. And if you want to give a donation, feel free to. And if you want to become a member, it's 99p. Hit the join button to become a member, and you'll be put into a prize draw as well. So it's your opportunity to do that as well. Great show, Pizzas and Cheers. Hit the likes, cheers, Monty. See you at 9 p.m. Peter, yep, we'll catch you at the back of them, that Martin as well. And roll on 2,500 subs, Peter. Well, let's hopefully we can get there very, very soon as well. So cheers so much, Philip. Well, that is it for this show, guys. And I'll be back along with Mason at 9 o'clock for the preview for Ipswich Town. Till then, everyone, catch us all a little later on. See you later. Away the lads.